to the colouring zone. My name is Helena. So today we are going to be working on part 2 of my colour along on my channel. So this is A Million Mermaids and it's by Lulu, Mayo. And so funny story, but also annoying. So this is actually a new book. So the book that I took down on holiday with me, and I think I've left it in the Airbnb that I was staying in. I've contacted them. Unfortunately, they're not able to find it. So yeah, it's a bit of a mystery. It's just sort of vanished. So anyway, so what I've done is I have coloured, so the page that we're working on is this one here. So I have, obviously this is a new book, so I've done all of the waves. I just need to add some of the Art Spirits paint on the waves itself. But today I thought we would work on the hair and the skin, and then I'll see how far I get. My son is down for a nap, so I don't really know how long I've got really. So anyway, I hope you are all well, guys. I'm going to be using Artezas. So the colours, I will read them out. So there's quite a few colours. I'm going to use this one as like a blush, I think, which is Fruit Punch. So I'm going to quickly get them all out and then I can read them. So Cinnamon is for shadows, Burnt Ochre, Tumeric, Pink Macaron, and Peaches and Cream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to base with the Peaches and Cream. And this is what I normally do really when it comes to skin. Obviously this isn't really very realistic, this book. But I do want it to be sort of semi-realistic, the actual skin itself. Yeah, I've not really experimented with doing different coloured skins, as in like, you know, doing out there skins, like, I don't know, a green skin. Just because I don't really feel that confident with doing normal skin. And I don't think I've actually done one in Artezas before, apart from the page that I did to sort of test it out. But obviously that was in my other book. I think I've shown it in part 1 though, so that's good. Yeah, it's just a shame that it's gone. I was more annoyed with myself, to be honest, that, you know, I was thinking, oh God, how am I gonna, you know, finish this colour along when I don't have the actual book? But it's still on offer. It's only £3, this book, which is amazing value. I would highly recommend it. I bought it from Amazon. I bought the first one from Amazon too. So yeah, I'm just going over really, really light layers, hardly any pressure whatsoever. Yeah, so this part here is probably going to be more in shadow, just because her hair's there, and also she's got like her tail, legs covering her face, and then also this will be in shadow as well. Yeah, that's probably going to be, and then I'm going to make that bit hair. So here, what I'm doing at the moment is really mapping out my my colours. You can probably barely even see that on the screen, not sure. So my next one is Pink Macaroon. But yeah, so it was a lovely, really, really nice holiday. We had such a good time. So we went down to Padstow for my friend's birthday. So it was her 30th, so we celebrated with her. She had all of her family and friends, and it was a surprise, so it was great. It was really, really good. So we spent, I think it was, yeah, so Friday to Monday, so the bank holiday. And then we went to stay with my in-laws. And oh, we had a great time. So nice. It really did feel like we had a bit of a break, because they're all very keen to look after our son, and we were able to go to the spa and yeah, like have some like time to ourselves, like for both of us together, which was really, really nice. So yeah, no, it was lovely, really, really good, really enjoyed it. It's always a bit, you know, anytime you have like a really nice holiday, when you come back, it's sort of back to normality again, and you feel a bit blur, like, yeah, so anyway, it is what it is. So we had a few occasions that we were celebrating. So my nephew turned 1, my son will be turning 1 quite soon, actually, only in like 5 weeks time. This is burnt ochre, and yeah, so we had a few occasions that we were celebrating, so it worked quite well. So September's quite a busy month for us, as well as the end of August with birthdays and things. So, and there's more birthdays coming up. So we've got my son's, and then we've got my aunties and my sister-in-laws. They're all sort of like quite close together. So yeah, so we've had a lovely time, back to normality. I've still got quite a few things that I need to do. I still haven't found a childminder, which is just like, oh. So yeah, still lots to do, and I need to organise my son's first birthday as well. So it's all fun and games. So how are you all doing? Have you been away? Have you been away somewhere, or have you just been chilling out at home, or what have you guys been up to? Right, I think I might just add a bit by the hairline, just because it is normally darker around the hairline, and then maybe in here as well. Yeah, this is really light layers, guys. I'm hardly pressing at all. Which colour did I just use? Oh, I don't know. I think it might have been the burnt ochre. Right, I'm going to go in now with the cinnamon. So this is the darkest colour that I've picked. And I'm just going to go with where the shadows would be. Maybe some in there, maybe some in there too. A little bit. And then it's definitely going to be here. And in by her face. Yeah, I bought a few things actually when we went down to well, I visited. It was really nice. I met up with my friend. We visited Tavistock, me and my son, to meet up with my friend and her mum, which was lovely. And then we went around Tavistock, and I went into a few like a few shops. Right, this is pink macaroon. I'm just going to blend it out slightly, just to give it more of a pinky sort of tone to it. I got back 2 days ago. It's not that long, but we've unpacked and stuff, so we were quite organised. You know, sometimes when we go away, our bags like are still not unpacked after like a week, which is terrible, I know, but just sometimes life gets in the way. But we've been quite good with like being really strict with ourselves and just doing it straight away, which seems to be working quite well. I feel like I've lost my trail of thought now, but I'm not sure what I was talking about before. Does anyone else get that? I get it all the time. I find it quite concerning, really, because I'm not very old. I just put it down to, you know, I've just got a lot on my mind, maybe. Don't know. It's my excuse anyway. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, we went to Tavistock and had a look around the shops, and oh my gosh, it was a bit of a challenge, like getting the pram up and down the stairs. Like, I felt I was absolutely exhausted after. I think I overdid it a little bit, to be honest, but yeah, it was there is a really old like little town, and you can imagine that the houses and the shops, which, you know, yeah, they're quite very hickledy-pickledy with the stairs and things. So that was quite challenging. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more of the peaches and cream and just see how that looks. And then it might be that I need to add a few more layers just to get it more saturated. She's looking very sun-kissed, isn't she? That's the look that I'm going for, so that's all good. Oh, that looks all right, doesn't it? Maybe a bit of this colour, a bit of the pink. And what I might do is just add a little bit of blush. You might not even be able to see it on camera, but I can see it in person. Yeah, that will do. Right, so now for the hair. Now, I'm assuming I picked out the colours, but I can't remember now. It's been so long. As I said, I've literally got no recollection because it just feels like it was a lifetime ago. It wasn't, just feels that way. Oh, that might be a good colour. I've got cocoa, copper. I'll test out my bit of paper. It might look alright. We'll just go with the flow, shall we? I've got this copper pencil. I'm not sure whether that's going to be something I like. I'm just going to get a scrap bit of paper. So this is the cocoa. Oh yeah, that's nice. I want the hair relatively dark. Do you know what? I'm just going to go in with the darkest colour because I do want the hair relatively dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick out where the darkest spots will be and then map that out. So that must be hair. And also it's deciding what's what, isn't it? So I think that's not hair, that's actually waves. But I could be wrong. Right, let's just do this bit because I know that's definitely hair. So what I'm trying to do is just keep within use the lines as like a guide of where to put the dark colours. I don't always do that, to be fair, but I mean, at the roots, it's going to be the darkest, and then it's going to come out and be slightly lighter, depending on how it's curled over, really. But it's all interpretation, isn't it? Do you know what? I've not actually got anything behind. I'm just going to do that now. Not that I'm pressing down hard, but I just think sometimes it's best to have something underneath just in case. Yeah, I've got multiple appointments tomorrow for childminders, so I'm really hoping that something will come of it. Yeah, summer definitely feels over. Saying that though, today where I am it's 28 degrees, so it is actually really warm. So we've got the fans back on. I didn't put them away just in case, but yeah, so we've got the fans on, all the doors and the windows are open. Of course, my son's a little bit older now, so if the doors are open, he wants to go out of the doors, even though there's a massive, not a massive drop, but there's a drop. So yeah, it's like you just have to watch him. I don't think we could actually be without the doors open because it is that warm. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker a lot earlier now. Right, so that one there is cocoa. Now the next colour, I am going to go with the cinnamon actually. Let's see if there's another brown that I could use. this is garnet. See, that's more of a red. Maybe if I use ash black with the cocoa. Yeah, see, that could work. So this is ash black, and this is the Arteza, and it is definitely from the 120 set. Yeah, we have actually got a thunderstorm tomorrow, so I don't, yeah, this weather is going to be short-lived, which I don't mind, to be honest. It makes I was going to say my husband, it's not, it's my son. It makes him really, really cranky. He really did not manage very well in the heat when we had a heat wave in the UK earlier this year. I don't think it was that long ago, to be fair, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember when it was. Yeah, he was just not a very happy baby, bless him. He was normally like smiley, but he was just too hot and just not happy. And he really likes going out, and we weren't really doing that because it was so hot. It was in like the early 30s. So, and he is still very, very young. So, yeah, I think he found that quite difficult. I did too, because he was just, as I said, he was just not happy. So neither of us were happy, which is a shame. Yeah, I was so happy. I found some loose glitters in a stationery shop I went to in Tavistock. And oh, I was so pleased. Actually, do you know what? I've got it to hand. I'm going to show you, because I do want to use it on this page. So, look at these. So, it's got a little shaker thing, which you can obviously poke a hole in, you know, like a pepper like grinder or something, and you can twist it. It's just so good, brilliant. So it was £3.99, and look at all of like the confetti stuff that you get. So I'm really, really pleased. The only thing I don't have, which could be a bit of an issue, is I don't have those little weenie tweezers. The ones that have got like a point, because I think I probably will need that with these. Yeah, I just realised I thought they were stars, but they're not. They're actually butterflies. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that. But anyway, I will show them in my haul video. So yeah, I was so pleased with that. It was like right at the back of the shelf. Like clearly, I don't think anyone had sort of seen them for a while, because they were at the very, very back. So yeah, I was really pleased with my find. I also went into a toy shop with my son, because as I said, it is going to be his first birthday quite soon. So I just had a quick look in there, and they were selling lots of toys for £1, because she was getting rid of the summer stock, and she's getting like ready for, it was a little independent toy shop, she's getting ready for Christmas. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I've not even thought about Christmas. But well, I say that, but then I did do a page for Christmas last month, for Christmas in July. So I have thought about it, but I've not thought about, like, you know, just shops and stuff thinking about that. But it does make sense. They need to, don't they? Alright, what I might do is just add some... need help for actually sharpening. I will edit this out, guys. I'm just sharpening them. So I will edit that out, because otherwise you can just see the camera, because it's on an arm and it's attached to the table. You'll just see it shaking. Oh, pinged away. Yeah, so when I come off camera, guys, what I'll do is I will sort out these waves. So in the next part, we will definitely be at the same. Well, yeah, I'll be back in front, because obviously this is as I said earlier on in the video, this is a new book. So yeah, I've done quite a few pages in this book, so I suppose I can just redo them, but there's one I only did really recently using Bambino crayon. So if you're interested, you will see that on my completed pages, and you won't see it again, unfortunately, and neither will I, because the book's gone. Right, I'm just going to use this ash black on some of the lines that the artist has put in, just to darken them up a little bit. Right, I'm back, guys. It's actually a couple of days later. I'm just still working on the hair. I'm not quite happy with the darkness. I really need something behind. So yeah, what I have done though in the meantime is got food on the book. But what I have done is I've just added, what's wrong with my brain? Yeah, so I've just added the watercolour back in. So this is, I did it on camera in the first part, but obviously this is a new book. So I have mentioned this earlier on in the video, but I just thought I'd mention it again. So yeah, so I'm hoping to get this done, and then I can start working on her tail, and then I think the dolphins, and then we'll do the boat last with the background. I think that would work quite well. I am very much new to this colour along stuff. Obviously I've watched many colour alongs, but I've never filmed and uploaded them before, so I'm sure it will be a learning curve. There's probably things that I've missed, or like now I'm using this pencil and I'm not stating what it is. It is the cocoa, so it's the darkest colour of the browns that I've been using. And do you know what, I am thinking I might actually add a Luminance, the buff titanium, so for some highlighting, because I have got it relatively dark in areas, and that might help with the contrast a little bit. So I have got the buff titanium somewhere. I'm just going to see, I've got some blue on it, which is obviously no good if I don't want blue. I'm making sure that I'm in shot. The lighting, I've never actually filmed at this time before, so the lighting is going to be very much different, and it is getting a lot darker, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it in certain areas and then see how it looks. It might be that I come back to the hair, leave it and then come back and then add things if I want things adding, because sometimes it's difficult to imagine how it's going to come together when certain parts of the page haven't been completed. So I do often find that, particularly with hair and skin, that I tend to tweak them like later on as I go. What I might do though is just add a bit of the, we didn't end up using that colour, the garnet, I don't think. Oh, is it this one? So this is cinnamon. So I'm just going to add it just to blend it out a little bit. So you might be able to hear my husband and my son. He's just giving him a bath. They are upstairs, but they're enjoying listening to some songs, and I can hear my son screeching because he's happy that he's in the bath. He loves the bath. He doesn't like particularly getting changed, so just before the bath, and he doesn't like after either, but when he's in it he loves it. So do you know what, for now I think I am quite happy with that. Yeah, this is by no means a tutorial, guys, on hair. I am not confident with hair, and there are so many brilliant YouTubers that do amazing work with hair. So, you know, if you are looking for a hair sort of tutorial, I would really go to Colour Me Stress Free, Yukini Kitty, Kirsty Colour and Sketch. I'm sure there are other ones. Oh, Colourfully Optimistic. But as I said, you know, they've got some brilliant like hair series where they go and they do different types of hair and show you on camera. Yeah. But this is just how I'm doing it on this particular page. Right, so I'm quite happy with that for now. So I haven't picked out any colours for the tail. So I think we actually know, let's do that last, because if I put gel pen on here, it will smudge. So let's get some colours out, because I'm so organised. You're probably not going to be able to hear it in my voice, but I have actually got a bit of a sore throat. So I haven't got COVID because I have tested myself very regularly, because we've been travelling. I've been quite, you know, on it with, yeah, I've been quite on it with doing the PR, what do they call it? PCR test, lateral flow tests. I have had my second jab, so I have done that. Which is good, but I am still really wary that I could be carrying it, because my symptoms, when I did have it, my symptoms weren't like really obvious. So you know, that experience of ringing everyone at 11:30 at night, telling them when I just had my son, it was just, I think I might have mentioned it in another video, but it was just, oh, it was just awful. I'm trying to think. Do you know what? I'm going for blues, but really, I need to be going for more greys, don't I? I want them to be more grey with a hint of blue. So if we try Storm Grey. See, a lot of these dark colours, I'll show you in a second, a lot of these dark colours came out with the 120 set. Do you know what? I think I might I'll go for this for now. I'm feeling quite organised with regards to my housework sort of stuff, because I've tidied and I've made dinner, and it's not even 6 o'clock yet, which is amazing for me. Do you know what? There's actually this pencil, and it's called Dolphin Grey, and for that reason, I'm going to try it and see if it works with the other colours. So I know some people are really, really organised on here when they do colour alongs, and they've picked out the colours and they've tested them, but I'm not one of those people. I would actually really like to be, but I'm not. So so the colours that I've got out are charcoal, which is actually quite dark. I don't know whether I'm going to use that one. Storm Grey, and these are all Arteza. Is that Pewter? I think that's how you say it. Dreamy Blue and Dolphin Grey. So I'm going to base it with the Dolphin Grey, and then we can just work on the on the layers. So I hope you're going to be able to see this okay. What I might do is I might just zoom you in slightly. I don't know whether that's going to help or not. Hopefully so. I have got a little bit of blue on here, but I'm not too worried. It doesn't really faze me. I was trying to get sort of like the motion with doing the waves, and I've not looked back on my first not first attempt, because it's not really an attempt, I just did it, and I was quite happy with that at the time, but I've not compared the two, so I don't know whether this looks very, very different to the first one. I'm not sure. Hopefully not. But then I suppose actually with anything, you know, you do, even though I've used the same technique, it's just random, the placement of the colours. So, yeah, that's probably why each time it will probably come out different, even if I did this page like a third and fourth time, which I will not be doing, by the way. So this is the Dreamy blue. Now I'm going to use this one here quite sparingly. Is it meant to be like a metallic, I wonder? I think it is. Does it have a metallic sheen? Not really. So yeah, it's just gone. It's just gone, guys. It's just a shame because I had other pictures in there that I had done. So yeah, oh well. Yeah, so my husband's had a cold for the last like few days since we've come back from visiting family, and I've not had any symptoms until today, where my throat is like feeling like razor bladey. That's not a word, I know, but that's just my word. Yeah, hopefully it is short-lived. My father-in-law was suffering with the cold when we went down, but it's like with anything, isn't it? You know, we live in a germy world. Right, this one here is Pewter. I hope I'm saying that right. And what I'm planning to do is actually to put glaze over these. So that's the Acrylic glaze, the clear one. So I think really the key with these pencils, for me anyway, is to do quite light layers. And then just build it up. That seems to work better. They don't want to be smushed too quickly. Yeah, Rita Berman's new book arrived in the post. I've waited ages. So I'm filming this on Wednesday. So it is the 8th, I think. It's the 8th today, yeah. And I don't, it's taken ages. I thought I had ordered it, and it turned out that I actually hadn't. So I ordered one copy to go to where I was staying with family. It's not arrived there yet, and obviously I'm no longer there, but you know, so I'm gonna have a few copies, I think. And then I ordered one with Amazon, and then the other one I ordered with Book Depository. That's a bit of food too, sorry guys. And yeah, it's really, really strange. Like the Book Depository, it just says that it's processing, which I don't think I've had before. I think they've just always arrived, and then, but maybe it's because it is the German version. So it's got to go through customs, I suppose. Yeah. Right, so there's that one. And then the darkest colour, or one of the darkest colour, is Storm Grey. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it really, really sparingly. So it will be quite dark because this dolphin is furthest away. So that's what I'm going to go with. Obviously there might be a bit of shadow on on top where the waves are going over them. But I don't want to get too fancy because, you know, this is a Lulu Mayo book and I just see it as fun, and, you know, obviously it can be serious if you want it to be with how you're placing your colours, but I don't really see that book in this way. Yeah, so this is going to be quite dark in there. Maybe a bit here just to cover up that blue a little bit. A bit on here. Yeah, my throat is actually quite sore, guys. I might have to get a drink in a minute. It's a shame because I wanted to do the the tail as well, but I don't know whether I'm going to be able to. Does anyone remember those, like, so I used to get tonsillitis a lot when I was like 12, 13, 14. And in the end, they just took them out because I was like on antibiotics quite a lot. And obviously it's not good for your body because it means your body then becomes immune to them. So yeah, but so they did take them out in the end. But when I used to get tonsillitis a lot, I used to get these like sweets. They were called, I'm sure they were called like soothers or something, or I don't know, I can't remember. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on the screen, just because, yeah, I just wondered if anyone else had come across these. I don't think they sell them anymore. I've not seen them anyway. But yeah, they were like really weird, like a capsule thing that they were sort of like rubbery sort of texture. And I used to really like sucking them for a bit and then swallowing them like relatively whole, and like it sliding down my throat. It would like feel really nice because it would be soothing. Yeah, so I remember eating quite a few of them. Right, I've gone back to the pewter now. And I'm just going to blend it out slightly and see where we're at. It might be that I need to add maybe a little bit more of the grey and blue. Right, so let's add more of the blue, I think. I'm just going to go over the darkest parts initially and then maybe bring it out a little bit. Right, now I'm back to the lightest one, and this one here is the Dolphin Grey. And I'm just going to go over it. Oh, I really hope it's not like rocking too much, guys, the tripod. I really do apologise if it is. I think it is just a case of, you know, when I've got a bit more money, I can potentially buy better equipment. Excuse me. Right, so I'm quite happy with that. What I might do is leave it there because my throat is quite sore, and then we will finish off and we'll do the tail and the boat. And I suppose that shouldn't take too long. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I shall see you really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.